Hello everyone, welcome to Game Tech UK, and this video, which is an unboxing and a setup video for the new MOZA Multi-function Stalk. For full transparency, I am an affiliate of MOZA Racing, so they sent this to the channel free of charge. There's also a link in the first line of the description that will take you to the product. If you were to purchase based on clicking that link, MOZA Racing would send the channel a small commission. But with all that being said, let's get on with today's video. Taking our usual look around the box, we've got the full picture of the multi-function Stalk, and you see things like the headlights, the wipers, the cruise control. It's going to really help build that immersion in your trucking and driving games. On the back of the MOZA boxes, you usually get an ecosystem example showing you what works together well. And of course, this multi-function Stalk is fully compatible with the TSW trucking rim. On the side of the box, they're making use of that space, giving you installation instructions. There's two installation methods. One is for the R3, R5, R9 and R12, and the second is for the R16 and the R21. I have the R16, so I'll be using method 2. As always with the MOZA equipment, the packaging really does protect the product very well. The first thing we've got is a large sort of padding just to protect it in transit, and then we move on to a bracket. Now I think this bracket is for older R16s and R21s that don't have the 4 bolt hole mountings at the front. Then we've got an extension. This will come into play to move the steering wheel away from the indicator stalks, because otherwise you're going to hit your fingers as you turn the steering wheel. We've also got the USB-C cable. This will need to be directly plugged into your PC separately to the rest of your system. And we've got some tools, nuts and bolts. Then we've got the main unit itself. It's quite a plasticky item, but I suppose that reflects real life in your car or your truck or your van. They are plastic stalks, so that works absolutely fine. All the buttons click and slide exactly as they do in real life. This is going to be really cool. First job is to screw in the standoff studs from the accessory kit. Then it's time to offer up the multi-function Stalk and screw it in with the screws provided. As always, the first job you should do with any hardware is check the firmware, so you can see that the MOZA software, which is really good by the way, found the Stalk, activated it, and on this particular case, maybe because it's a brand new product, there wasn't a new firmware available. Interestingly, in the MOZA Pit House, up until now, every single item of hardware has a dedicated section. It seems that that doesn't seem to happen with the multi-Stalk, so maybe that's coming in the future, or maybe it just works and you configure it in-game. If you're playing on American Truck or Euro Truck, go to Controls, go to Input Type, and just make sure that in the input type you selected the MOZA Multi-function Stalk. Then you can go to keys and buttons and assign things such as your wipers, your left turn indicators and your light modes. Here we are sitting in Euro Truck Simulator, and I've gone through and I've assigned the stalks to the actions that I want them to take. So we start here with the left indicator and of course the right indicator. When I pull the indicator stalk backwards, we get the flash as you would expect, and on the end of the indicator stalk, that's where the light switch is. Over on the right is the wiper arm. This works in a natural way. You slide it over to the left to put the wipers on, and you move it back down to turn them off. Before we embark on our journey, we're just going to make sure everything is working right. We're going to put the lights on, and we're going to check our flashing as well, make sure the high beam is all working, which it is. And also we're going to check the wipers as well. It's very immersive using actual proper stalks, but in a video game. Honestly, it's really, really fun. As we pull out the yard, we're going to put our left indicator on, obviously. Now, one of the features of this product is that it's got a self-centering indicator, just like real life in your truck, van or car. But unfortunately, it's not very reliable. When it works perfectly. When it doesn't work, it's quite frustrating. If we go to a car park to sort of demonstrate that the system built into the Stalk for the auto center of the indicators actually works really well. It works perfectly on large turns. If we use our left indicator and steer quite drastically to the left and then back to the right, you can see the indicator Stalk goes right back to the middle exactly as it should. Same thing with the opposite. We put the right indicator on, drastically turn to the right, go back to the left, the indicator works perfectly. Here's an example of it not working correctly. So we're going right on the roundabout. So we've got the right hand indicator on. We want to take this next exit. So we're going to put the left indicator on. We're going to navigate the exit. And as we straighten the truck up, theoretically, as you turn right, it should register that you're now straight and you're going to flick that indicator back to the middle using the autocorrect, but it doesn't work. And it's not just a case of putting the indicator back to the center. That only moves the indicator back to the center. Then you have to almost turn the indicator back on and then back off. Like I say, it can get really frustrating on those more gentle exits. I'm not sure what can be done to fix it because I don't think it's actually broken like I demonstrated in that car park. With drastic turns, it works perfectly 100% of the time. It's with those really slow, gentle exits where it's not going to pick up and it's going to cause frustration. It's not a software thing. This is a little bit of plastic that sort of recenters itself as the steering wheel spindle turns. So really, I can only see this being fixed with a future revision to the hardware, but at the moment, yes, it doesn't work all the time. With all that information in hand, let's go over to the website and see how much this actually costs. I can only find it on the MOZA website in euros, 215 euros, and it says order now, estimated shipping time is 6 to 8 weeks. But this adds so much immersion to your driving. It's a very natural way, isn't it? It's exactly how we drive in real life. You'll just rest your hand on the indicators or the wipers or the cruise control. It's a very natural and immersive way to drive. So if we put that indicator issue to one side, 215 euros. Look, if you're serious about your sim driving, you're not going to worry about that price. And this is a unique item on the market for people that just love to drive. Now, being an affiliate, it doesn't change my opinions at all, and I've tried to make it clear that there is a frustration level involved with that indicator. And actually, this is the first product ever from MOZA that I've received that I haven't been 100% happy with. I'm sure there's going to be some fix for it or a workaround, but like I say, for now, it causes a little bit of frustration. On the other hand, it's absolutely awesome to be driving with all the stalks in the right place. I'd love to know in the comments section below, are you going to add this to your driving setup? Do you think it's worth 215 euros? Let's have a conversation in the comments section below. But that is it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching my video. I will see you in the next one.